Every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm gonna rule the world or I'm gonna change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world.
Orlando would have had to lean over the top of Dre, right?
Yeah. He leaned over on the window, rolled down the window, popped.
KEEFE D has now identified his own nephew as the murderer of Tupac Shakur.
Is it Orlando? Let me just ask you point blank, did you kill Tupac Shakur?
I didn't kill Tupac. I mean, I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? They would even say something like that.
Tupac was one of the most successful musicians in America, but he was also a young black man. He was killed, and like so many others, never received justice. Many people believe Orlando Anderson was the killer of Tupac Shakur. But we've managed to set up a meeting with Orlando's brother and one of his cousins.
Word on the street was Orlando was bragging about it.
Why would you brag about something and you know you can get told on and go to jail for life?
6 o'clock, Tupac arrives in Vegas, heads to the Tyson fight.
In the wake of the Tyson fight, Tupac, Suge, and the rest of the Death Row entourage had an encounter with Southside Crip member Orlando Anderson. The man and the myth, Orlando Anderson, distinguish the two for me.
Myth is what y'all hearing.
Which is?
Which is, oh, this monster, this Tupac killer.
Right, man. Like
all these stories, he's just an animal, this chain snatcher.
Tupac has been conscripted into a war that he didn't begin. Before he knows it, he's wailing on this young man.
You know, the East Coast, West Coast beef going on. Like, they out there. My brother couldn't have did that. How couldn't he? He was up. They whooped my brother out, and they tried to kill my brother out there.
A white Cadillac came up, and an arm came out and began shooting.
Okay, he got jumped, and there was a motive for them. It's an easy way out. That man can't tell you if he did it or not.
I mean, you know, I just want to tell everyone that, you know what I mean, I didn't do it, and I feel sorry for him, you know what I'm saying, his fans and his, and his family.
Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building. And this is Machiavelli Media. So the clip I played for y'all was a clip from the A&E Ben Crump Who Killed Tupac documentary that came out a few years back. And I thought it was very, very interesting because we heard Orlando Anderson deny his involvement with the Tupac killing before. But this was the first time that we heard his family outside of KEEFE D give their opinion on the matter. In this particular case, his brother and his cousin came out and said that they flat out thought Orlando didn't have anything to do with Tupac Shakur's killing. Now, we all know, according to KEEFE D, police officers, and, from different statements that we've seen over the years, that if Orlando wasn't the killer, he was definitely involved in the Tupac Shakur Las Vegas shooting on September the 7th, 1996. Now, it's crazy because you got Orlando's family, his uncle, a cousin, and a brother taking two completely different stances on what happened that night out in Las Vegas. Now, me personally, I'm taking KEEFE D's word because KEEFE D admitted, allegedly, that he was in the car with Orlando when Orlando pulled the trigger on Tupac. But then you got a cousin and a brother, on the other hand, saying, how could Orlando do that if he sustained so many injuries that night when he got beat up at the MGM? His brother said he got packed out. He was hurt. He physically couldn't have did that. Now, Like I said, we've come to learn that Orlando wasn't that hurt after all. And that, yes, he was in that white Cadillac. Was he the trigger man? That's been debatable through the years. Some people say it was Big D. KEEFE D said it was his nephew. Who knows? But I don't think he was that hurt that he couldn't sort revenge that night. You know, this is part one of, you know, me taking a good look at Orlando. You know, I had some previous videos I did before about this topic. But like I said, it's kind of compelling to see Orlando alive and on camera trying to convince the public that he didn't have anything to do with the Tupac killing. Now, it was some videos I saw on YouTube. I know a lot of you guys saw it as well. There were some members of, I believe, the South Side, and they were on camera saying that, you know, this was the place that the Crip, Baby Lane, who killed Tupac, lived, or something to that nature. They was basically saying that, yeah, Baby Lane killed Tupac. There was another clip with a lady saying she was his aunt, and that Orlando was at the cookout bragging how he killed Tupac. So it was no secret, you know, especially in Compton, but I'm going to say on the West Coast and then on the East Coast that, you know, that was the story. Whether Orlando was putting it out there himself, I don't know. But according to these videos, yeah, Orlando was going around saying that he killed Tupac. Like I said, I tried to find those videos for this video, and you know I couldn't find it nowhere. YouTube be crazy like that sometimes. You know, stuff you see all the time when you need it and you want to show it to people, then you can't find it. That's how it works. You know what I mean? But anyway, tell me what you guys think. Do you believe there could be any truth in what Orlando's brother and his cousin is saying? Or did KEEFE D just kill all that noise when he dropped the Megatron bomb by saying that his nephew was indeed the shooter? Don't forget to sub to the channel. This is Machiavelli Media. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm your homie Gab. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.